right, all right, all right, all right. We are so excited to be here with you tonight. Oh man, sound off in the chat. Let us know where you are watching from. Oh, I see some folks coming through on LinkedIn. Let's get ready to rumble. What's going on, YB? That's the LinkedIn aficionado, the LinkedIn goat himself. Thank you so much for coming through and hanging out with us tonight. We're excited. Listen, y'all see the I'm trying to point to it, but it's not working out for me. Y'all see the image right next to me. We are ready to launch this new website, and I'm excited to join you tonight. Excited to serve as your host. Okay, yeah. Let us know where you're watching from. I see it. Richmond, Virginia is representing strong in the chat. Anybody else? Come on, anywhere. Where else are you coming in from? I might as well just put HSV. Huntsville AL in the chat. I might as well just put that in there while we're asking for it. We might as well put that in there. But listen, my name is Kirk Nugent. I also go by the Geek Speaker Preacher, and I serve as video producer, remote producer, content creator for Komposition LLC. And our company, the web design side of our company, which is managed by my spouse, but also my CEO, my boss, Kanik Mighty Nugent, we had the privilege of working with the Cardell group to put together this website. And so it is my privilege to serve as your host tonight as we interview on his own platform, founder of the Cardell group, Mr. Pierre Quinn himself. We're excited. We are absolutely excited about that. Oh, Miguel Serrant is here from the DMV. Thank you so much for coming through. We always appreciate it. Yeah. Come on, let us know where you're watching from. Julian Johnson is here, coming in from Georgia. Listen, RV says the home of Oakwood University. There's a lot more in Huntsville than Oakwood, but we'll take it. Yeah. Oakwood is here as well, but we're excited. The Rocket City is excited to be well represented here on the live tonight. But yeah, that's what the whole thing is about tonight. And so without any further ado, let's go ahead and bring on our host, Mr. Pierre Quinn himself. Let's do that right now. So let's see here. I may have missed something up here. Oh, there we go. Pierre Quinn, what's going on, sir?
Man, it's been a long time coming. Man. We're happy to be here. Glad to be here tonight. Glad to have you hosting tonight, man. This is like,
hey, man.
This is like old times, man.
We got to bring the whole old crew back, right? Man, I'm excited. I'm excited for this, man. Listen, the truth of the matter is, man, you had a vision, right?
Yeah.
You wanted to be able to provide something slightly different than what you currently had. And you decided to go through this process. We as Komposition, we know that it's a process anytime you go through an entire web redesign or web launch. But most people don't recognize that going in. Like, man, I didn't realize it was going to be all that. I didn't realize I'm going to have to, put all that into it. Coming down towards the end, you came up with a new logo, right? I mean, this was an entire thing.
Crazy.
So talk to us a little bit, man. I'm going to give the floor over to you for a second so you can talk to your audience. This is your channel. This is your show. This is your website. But I'm going to give the floor over to you for just a second so you can chat with your people and just tell them a little bit about the vision behind building out this new platform.
And it's so good to see all of you hanging out with us here in this spot. I know it's been, I can't imagine even how long it's been since we've been live hanging out with you, but I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you're here on a Sunday night. We're going to return to Sunday night. That's our thing. It was a thing for a couple of years. And with this whole website build in 2017, many of you don't know the story. In 2017, I signed the official documents to turn the Cardell Group into a company. But for the longest time, nobody ever knew the Cardell Group unless you signed a contract or you signed a check. You just knew Pierre Quinn. And the name, the brand, the PQ logo got us a lot of places. We've done a lot of amazing things. We've graced a lot of amazing stages and met some incredible clients. But I realized in order for this thing to grow, the PQ brand, the Pierre Quinn brand, has to take its rightful place sitting underneath the Cardell Group. That's the company. That's what was founded. That's what was started. So this website launch, this rebrand, it was all about putting the firm in its rightful place as one of the premier minority-owned leadership development firms in the country. And that's what we're headed towards. That's what this collaboration is all about. And that's why it made so much sense to partner with you, Kirk, and with you, Kanique, and to partner with all of you who have been a part of this leadership development, speaking, live streaming, leadership journey for the past several years. It's been since 2017 in the making, and I'm glad that you're here joining us literally from across the country. And I want to let you know that even though I've been away for a while, we're gonna make it up to you this year. Actually, in 2 weeks, we're gonna make it up to you with our regular series that we'll talk about just a little bit later. But we want you to know this is gonna be the spot. The CardellGroup.com will be the spot as you're on your own leadership journey, as you're looking for resources, as you're looking for connections, as you're looking for ideas, as you're looking for partners. The CardellGroup.com will be that one-stop shop for you. So again, I'm glad that you're here. Kirk, I want to turn it back over to you as you lead us through the rest of this launch session.
Yes.
Again, so glad that all of you are here. I'm seeing you in the chat. Drop your comments. You know how the algorithm works. Comment, share, like, subscribe, do all the things and keep the party going. Because we know this moment is a snapshot, but this moment lasts. It continues to linger on the more that you share what we do here in this spot.
That is so good. I love what you said there. Recognizing that you needed to reconfigure in order for that thing to grow the way. Listen, sometimes you got to take the pot, take the plant out of the pot and plant it in the actual ground, so that it has space to grow and move and have, spread its wings a little bit, get bigger than it could ever get when it was in the pot. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm just so excited for you, man, and all that you're doing in this space. I want to grab a couple of comments before we of course we have CEO of komposition on the screen with us. So I just want to say a word of welcome to you, Kanique. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you all?
Doing good.
Good.
Let me get a couple of comments here. I just want to make sure our comment section is taken care of. Miguel Saran says, this is a major moment. Frederick Bussey came through, says, congrats on the launch, Pierre. Love the growth. Ever forward. Love that. Rob YB Youngblood says, proud of you, bro. Proud of you. We got Dr. Jason O'Rourke in the chat, and he says, Colorado. He's chiming in from Colorado. Thank you for being with us tonight, awesome. Doc. We appreciate you coming through and hanging out with us tonight, man. We if done well, if done right, we don't have to necessarily be before you too long, but we wanted to make sure that we give this launch, give this shift, this change in the guard, if you will, the proper pomp and circumstance that it is due. And so we're excited about that tonight. I'm looking at all the comments from all the different places. Thank you guys so much for coming through and hanging out. We truly appreciate that. But listen, we're going to bring the website up. We've got the web designer on the screen. Patrick Graham is on the live. He says, wait, what's going on, Patrick? Thank you so much for coming through here and hanging out with us tonight.
In, Kirk. I got to give the community a couple of secrets here. Something that I haven't mentioned before. I want y'all to know. I want to I want to count for you the number of conversations that I've had with Kanique about this website.
Come on.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Yeah.
This is the first conversation. Y'all not ready.
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
the first conversation we're actually having about this website.
I love that. And that is a testimony to the vision. That's a testimony to your team, some of which I get to work with on a very regular basis. They are diligent. They are detail oriented. They stay on task, and we're excited about that. Let me go ahead and get this. Let me get this next scene up here. There we go. And we're gonna share. Bang. So that, my friends, listen. Let me get a little background music going here as well.
Yeah, let's get some music in there.
There we go. Something in the just drop it in the background a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So we got this. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends from all ages, would you just pause for a moment to clap and celebrate with us the launch of this new website. This is the CardellGroup.com. the
Mhm. Yes.
CardellGroup.com. Listen, we got to get all of the things.
All
We
of
got to
them.
get all of the sound effects in here tonight. This is it. This is it. This is it. We're so excited about this platform and all that it will mean. The resources that we will have here. Oh, I'm hearing them coming through. Colleen Alexander is on the live. Patrick Graham says love it. YB says
Yay.
oh.
Awesome. That's great.
You know, wifey's excited about it.
Of course, wifey's and tell wifey I'm still coming to get some of that bake now. You know, I I missed out on my opportunity. See, we were supposed to be in Maryland, but that's a whole nother story for another time. Kanik, we're going to turn the time over to you. Walk
Okay.
us through the website.
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about that zero conversations with Pierre. Let me tell you, Pierre's team is on point. Like they responded to all my questions like immediately. Like in the middle of the night, I'm sending a message and I get a response back. Like I really appreciate your team, Pierre. They were absolutely on it. I had no issues whatsoever and it made my job so much easier. So, looking at the website, love the new logo, love the new colors because there was a last minute change with the colors, and I'm very thankful that I was able to get the colors to work the way they did. Um, we really wanted to showcase, that peers, what their business is, what they do, and we wanted to make it kind of interactive, animated for users, to pull them in a little bit. So you can see different things, animated on the page as you scroll through it, making sure to highlight the main services that they provide. And then, you want to show up, a little earlier on the page, the testimonials, what good things people had to say. So we wanted to feature that a little higher up on the page as well. And then, further down, give you a little taste of all that the Cardell Group does and not to overwhelm the users. Because one other thing, we also assisted with the content of the website.
Yes,
Some of
sir.
y'all might not know we do offer content creation services, and we are so glad that we were able to assist with that. We put some of the wording in there. We also made sure it had the right keywords, that Google can provide, the right search keywords in there for Google to find this website. And you can see we kind of hit some of that content in there so it's not overwhelming on the page. We pulled out the key points about what the Cardell Group is and what they do as well. And then for sure, we featured, the different people on the team. And if you click on them, you can see there's a very short bio. We want to make sure that when users visit the site, they can see the descriptions of the people, who they are, what they do, just giving a little more information on them. They're just not looking at, their names.
Nice.
As you scroll through, you can see all the different partners that are involved as well. And they also have bios that you can click on and read a little more about them as well. And then here we kind of delve a little deeper into the services that we talked about at the top, further down on the page, so people can get more information about all that Cardell Group does. And then they have a contact form right on the page. They can just fill it out, and that goes directly to Pierre and his team for them to reach back out to whoever needs their services. And that's really it. They wanted a simple landing page, but had so much information that users just can easily get what they need and reach out to the Cardell Group.
Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. I see 8 of you guys on the live. Man, go ahead and tag somebody if you go ahead and put something in the chat. I see your comments. Dr. O'Rourke says site is sharp. Excellence.
Yay.
Excellence. Patrick Graham is saying communication is key. It is absolutely key. And this is why we wanted to. Communication is key, and communication is also the reason why we're live tonight. It's the reason why we are live right now, because we wanted to make sure that we are also able to showcase what this website in a way that allows as many people as possible to recognize that there's been a change of the guard, if you will.
Yep.
And so we're excited about that. Let me see if I can get us back onto a different scene that allows us to, there we go. Oh, let me remove that. Get that on there. Then we go back to this one. There we go. Now we're in the right scene. Cool. So Pierre, talk to us a little bit more about what else is coming down the line for the website.
There's a couple things, man. Before I transition to that, I got to give a shout out to my assistant Megan. Like,
please do.
Yes.
Got to give a shout out to my assistant Megan. Like, I'm a lot to deal with. I'm a lot to deal with. I got a lot of ideas. I got a lot of things that I want to do, and she's come on the early part of last year and really just took the reins on a lot of projects. So when I said I want a website relaunch, when I said I want logo rebrand, she was like, I got it.
Yeah.
And one of the things, especially when you're in a leadership spot, is if you want your leadership influence and capacity to grow, you got to recognize the things you need to let go of. You want to grow, you got to recognize the things that you need to let go of. And even especially if they're not done to the way specifically that you would do it if your hands were on it, part of your growth and development, and the growth and development of your people is giving them the latitude to do what they have the capabilities of doing. So this was a learning journey for me. I'm not just a practitioner of it. Like, I'm going through it myself in my own leadership journey. So yeah, shout out to Megan. I know we'll probably have a text after this, or definitely a call tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Now that we officially launched.
Cool.
Now she's phenomenal. I love what you just said there as well. Greg, I think it's Greg McEwen. I'm pretty certain I'm butchering that. He has a book called Essentialism, and he talks about less. There you go. The pursuit of less. He talks about, as the leader, even though you can do it, is it essential for you to do it? Yeah. And I love what you just shared there. And it almost sounds like, that's kind of one of the foundations of leadership. I mean, it almost sounds like, there might, you might even want to, I don't know, make a show about something related to that. I mean, talk to us a little bit about you see how let's talk to us a little bit about what might be coming on second and fourth Sundays, or maybe what we need to do is just play the video.
Hey, we should play the video. Let's play the video. We can talk about it after.
Let's play the video and let's talk about it after. Here goes the video.
Improvement requires constant reflection, and innovation is often deeply rooted in having an understanding of how looking back can position us to look forward. Professional athletes understand this. They spend time in the film room with their coaches, reflecting on their past performance so they can learn how they can move forward. Music producers will sometimes gather their teams to listen to edits and cuts 1,000 times just so they can make sure they have the right sound moving forward. And for the savvy business owner, they understand a constant review of the standard operating procedures helps position the business for future success. Now, what if you're not a professional athlete, a music producer, or even an entrepreneur? What about for you? What should your internal framework for improvement and innovation look like? For you too is the opportunity to reflect forward. And that's why I want to personally invite you to join me second and fourth Sunday of every month for my video podcast, Reflecting Forward. Twice a month, 7 p.m., we'll hold space for leaders to clarify our past, to position ourselves for future success, and to learn how we can embrace all of the opportunities available to us in the present. I'm excited to serve as your host, and I can't wait for you to join me as we reflect forward. I'll see you soon. Listen, man. So this is the thing. I'm seeing the cut of this for the first time too, right?
I know.
It's just incredible work that Kirk and his team does. Reflecting Forward came out of, some of you remember, we did the show called Sunday Night Live. Like, Sunday Night Live was our jam for a long time. Sunday Night Live, actually, part of it came from a recommendation from my LinkedIn coach from YB. And YB challenged me. He said, if you really think that you're good, if you really think you have something in this leadership thing, I want to challenge you to teach it live. on LinkedIn. And that was a couple of years ago. And that led to some incredible opportunities. We developed a small community. We kept it going for a couple of years. We let it slip by the wayside. And now we're bringing Sunday Night Live back, but it's a rebrand. It's all about reflecting forward. How do we look back, learn the lessons from our past, and position ourselves to keep going? It's not the experience that really changes things for you. It's when you reflect on that experience. Again, it's not the experience that changes things for you. It's when you reflect on that experience. And reflecting forward is going to be the space for us as leaders to think through, okay, what happened? What happened? What lens am I viewing this through? How did I feel about what happened? What was my response? And then how can I position what I learned for greater success in the future? Reflecting forward, sometimes we're going to laugh. Sometimes we're going to cry. We'll ask tough questions. We'll poke and prod a little bit. But on the other side of every reflecting forward podcast episode, we'll be better leaders as a result. And I can't wait. 2 weeks from now, I cannot wait to launch that first reflecting forward session. So, man, I'm excited. I'm excited that, man, leaders will have a space. And not only that, man, here's the thing about leadership. And we can go through, we got MBAs on our team. We got PhDs who are part of our consulting pool. And we can do the tried and true management consulting diagrams and frameworks and definitions. But here's the thing that I've learned from working with leaders over the past several years, all the way up to the C-suite, to the tippity top of organizations. All of those frameworks don't mean a thing if you can't understand you can't understand the people that you work with, and you can't understand your team's place in the business. All the frameworks, all the concepts, all the books that you read mean absolutely nothing if you don't have a full understanding and acceptance of what you bring to the table as a leader, how what you bring to the table aligns with and connects with the other people on your team, and how do you foster those strong relationships to have impact on the business or industry that you're leading. Nothing else will matter if you can't do that. And that's just part of some of the things that we're going to go over in reflecting forward. I can't wait. Sunday night might just be, for some of y'all, Sunday night might just be the best night of your week. Might just be the best night of your week.
I love it. I love it. As the saying says, I want some more of it. Reflecting forward is going to be the spot. Sunday nights, second and fourth Sundays every month. Lock it in, put it on the calendar, right? Because if it's not on the calendar, is it even real? Second and fourth Sundays. Let me say this. Some of you guys will catch this live. Some of you are watching it live with us right now, maybe on Facebook, maybe on YouTube, maybe even on LinkedIn. What's up to my LinkedIn fam? But some of you will catch this on replay.
Yeah.
And I want to say this to you. Lock in second and fourth Sundays, fam. There's going to be foundations of leadership. There's going to be live Q&A. Listen, some of you are following Pierre right now because you met him at a conference. You heard him do a training session for a leadership group. You listen, this guy, I was chatting with him. This guy's been to Kuwait. I mean, some of the places this guy's been is absolutely phenomenal. What we are saying right now is that this same resource is going to be available to you second and fourth Sundays every month, sharing unique perspectives, leadership paradigms, and shifts that will help you to reflect backward so that you can go forward towards success. I am a self-appointed hype man. I'm definitely super excited about this. And it, not even shameless. This is an appropriate plug.
Yeah.
But the team and I get a chance to serve as producers for the show tonight, but also for the show going forward. It has been absolutely a pleasure working with the Cardell group and the team that Pierre is putting together. You're going to hear from some really awesome I want to say personalities and thought leaders in this particular space. So yeah, Reflecting Forward is going to be that spot. Second and fourth Sundays going forward. So that'll be in 2 weeks time, 2 weeks from today, which is going to be literally the 28th of the month. Am I saying that right? I believe so. The 28th of the month. So definitely want to make sure you guys get a chance to come and hang out with us on the 28th as we close out January and we head into February. But this will be the first of our Reflecting Forward series. Doc, anything else you want to share with the folks before we close it up tonight?
Man, it's so much, and I'm looking forward to all of it. I'm grateful for the team, the things that we're building, just an incredible experience. One of the things that's so important, man, it's so important. Here's the reality for all of us as leaders. Everybody's struggling.
Yeah.
Everybody's struggling. We're just struggling in different ways. And one of the best things that you can do as a leader, it's tough. Once you move from individual contributor to people leader, it's tough. It's incredibly tough because some of the ways of working and some of the methodologies that you've used to be successful have to radically shift or sometimes be thrown completely out the window. And one of the things that'll be a tremendous benefit, if you've been doing this a year, if you've been doing it 50 years, just remember, everybody's struggling. We're not always struggling the same way on the same day. But if you can recognize that you have moments when you're not at your best, when you don't always bring your A game, when what you put on the table isn't always top shelf, and have a little bit of grace when people don't bring their best, and be willing to partner and coach them through to the other side, then your leadership shadow will last a long time. Because it's true, people will forget what you said, but how you made them feel, that's going to last forever. And that's a core part of your legacy. But just remember, we're all struggling, not in the same way at the same day. But if you can hold a little space and grace for people when they're struggling and help them to the other side of that, they'll hold a little space and grace for you too when you're not at your best on some of your off leadership days. So yeah, don't forget that.
Man, he's already in the bag. He's already this is Reflecting Forward, the beta version, right? This is the pre-release right here. And you're getting a little sneak peek into what you're going to be able to get. I'm just excited about all of the intentionality that your team is putting into preparing for this launching the website, preparing for the content, and some of the ways that they are going to be supporting you in creating basically a flurry, essentially a tidal wave of content that will be all over the interwebs. I'm loving that. Any final words that you want to say as well, Kanik, as we get ready to close it out today? I know I speak on behalf of both of us when I say the Cardell Group is a phenomenal client, but go ahead, Bev.
Just really grateful for the opportunities to work with your team, Pierre, and just a request to the people that are watching. If you need a website, or if you know someone or a business that needs a website, or even just to do maintenance, we are open for business. Reach out to us. We'd love to talk to you. We'd love to help however we can help with whatever your needs are when it comes to your website needs, any content needs. And that's pretty much it.
Nice.
I mean, they can't say this for themselves, right? No, it's my show, it's my platform. I can say whatever I want to say. I mean, Komposition is an award-winning company. Just Google it. Award after award after award after award. They and that's one of the reasons why I partner with them. Not just because we're friends and we go all the way back to college days.
Oh my
undergraduate. Not just that. They do good work. Just because you're friends with someone doesn't mean you always want to spend money with them.
That's true.
Real talk.
It's not an entrepreneur show. We'll get to some entrepreneurial stuff on the Reflecting Forward. But just because you're friends with people doesn't necessarily mean you want to spend money with them.
True.
So true.
When you find friends who operate at a high caliber, who do quality work, then you want to hang out with them.
Yeah.
I want to get in now because it's gonna get to a point where I won't be able to afford my friends. So
listen,
make sure that I get in now.
That's an entire prop. There's so much there. There's so much there. I want to say this to those that are watching on the Komposition Facebook and YouTube page. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
This is we don't get to do these often enough, but site launches are such a huge part of what we do here at Komposition, and we're excited to be able to share this not only with Pierre's audience but with all our audience as well. And for those again on those two platforms, the Incubator's Couch is coming back towards the end of the month. We're already recording some shows, some guests. We got a new couch for the show.
We did.
So we listen. Pierre and I have already talked about flying him in and getting him on the couch so we can have our couch session. But definitely excited for 2024 and all the things that we are believing for and all the things that we couldn't even bother to imagine that will happen in this year, because I feel that it's going to blow our minds. That's just my word for the year. All right. This is what collaboration. I love this comment from YB. This is what collaboration creates currency looks like. Proud of you all.
Thank you.
I love that phrase. Collaboration creates currency. Those 3 C's. I like that, sir. You listen, that alliteration is off the chart. So I'm feeling that. My guy, Anthony Bolden, is here. Man, listen, Pierre brings out the heavy hitters, Doc. At Bolden, thank you so much for coming through and hanging out with us tonight as well. Truly appreciate that. Yeah. But fam, listen, this is let me just bring the site back up one more again, as they say. We're gonna bring it back up one more time. Let's see if I can do that right. There we go. And there it is. There's the website. We just want to end on that. This is the website. The link is in the description. The cardellgroup.com, thecardellgroup.com. Check it out, bookmark it. There is going to be resources there. Listen, you're going to want to make sure you're at this space. I'm hoping that they're going to have a watch page on the website. You know, I'm plugging things that, as they say, speak those things that are not, as though that, no, let me, it's not that kind of show. But listen, this is going to be a space that you're going to want to watch. As they say, even though it is launched, it is still under construction. Yep. Keep checking back. There's going to be other things there for you guys to be able to engage with. Go ahead, Pierre.
Oh, it's. I mean, if you and Kanique say it, it's going to be there. So it's going to be a watch page. We can just say it now. It'll be a watch tab. It'll be a watch link. It'll be there.
We got to have the watch page. No doubt about it. Yeah, no doubt about it. If you don't get the notification, just go to the cardellgroup.com and you'll see the content there as well. So definitely going to make sure that happens. But fam, this is what I think it was just so well said in terms of what collaboration looks like. I love it, and I'm hoping that we get a chance to do more of it, as they say. So absolutely. Definitely excited for the Cardell Group and especially Pierre Quinn as we launch this website today, but also as we launch the new content structure for what's going to be coming forward with Reflecting Forward, the new series, 2nd and 4th Sundays of the month, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Is that correct? That's right. Eastern time. And you'll be able to engage with not only Pierre, but the guests that he has on. Definitely make sure you mark your calendars. Just block out that time. It's going to be something special. Definitely. But fam, thank you guys so much for your time and attention today. We take none of it for granted. And we will see you around these internet streets or in the next video. Later, fam.
Improvement requires constant reflection, and innovation is often deeply rooted in having an understanding of how looking back can position us to look forward. Professional athletes understand this. They spend time in the film room with their coaches, reflecting on their past performance so they can learn how they can move forward. Music producers will sometimes gather their teams to listen to edits and cuts 1,000 times just so they can make sure they have the right sound moving forward. And for the savvy business owner, they understand a constant review of the standard operating procedures helps position the business for future success. Now, What if you're not a professional athlete, a music producer, or even an entrepreneur? What about for you? What should your internal framework for improvement and innovation look like? For you too is the opportunity to reflect forward. And that's why I want to personally invite you to join me second and fourth Sunday of every month for my video podcast, Reflecting Forward. Twice a month, 7 p.m., we'll hold space for leaders to clarify our past, to position ourselves for future success, and to learn how we can embrace all of the opportunities available to us in the present. I'm excited to serve as your host, and I can't wait for you to join me as we reflect forward. I'll see you soon.